the big house, Michigan Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Each and every season, this is one of my favorite games because these are the blue bloods of college football. Two of the winningest programs in the history of the sport. Oklahoma got the win last year against Michigan, and now with Kyle Whittingham under the helm, let's see how Oklahoma at Michigan kicks off here today in the Big House. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Sooners headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Using his legs, it's Marshall. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the...
Snags it, and there's running room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Here we go. Ready.
Running inside, it's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
Makes the catch. It's Marshall. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. They're going back to the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays. And
I don't know what happened. I thought you caught the ball. I was so confused.
And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down.
Yeah, I know. It was so much going on. I was so confused.
Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. off to a good start. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Creates. Here's a little room there. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Myers on the move. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first.
Yeah, we started, bro. We hype.
Out.
I hope so.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He got it right inside the pylon.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the
Way too early for that.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out.
Yeah, I definitely understand that for sure.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. On the run, it's Marshall. There he goes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the...
Could be an alley. The 30. He's at the 20.
That's a hell of a cut, though.
Touchdown, Wolverines! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
To throw, it's Mateer. Pulls it in, it's Henson. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Pulls it in on the right. Oh, a lot of space. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The give on the counter. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Throwing, Underwood. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking for room. It's Marshall.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The offense changing the play. Here's Underwood to throw. Looking left. Complete on the comeback. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone of the 18.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Marshall. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They go play action. Bryce Underwood throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Wolverines! Into the end zone for 6.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen. Setting
up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocked that one right down the middle. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Pulls it, fired complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. A run to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. A run for the quarterback. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there.
Makes a grab and room to run. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Sooners are flying down the field. Here's a give to Robinson. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing.
Finding some room. He breaks a tackle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Just going to keep it after the snap. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
The speed of these quarterbacks have just gotten insane. Week in and week out, you're facing so many guys that can just pick them up and put them down and chew up 15 yards like it's nothing.
And they can make the throws, too. We call them dual threats, but really you have to be able to do both in this era of football.
Yeah, and it used to be one or the other. You had a guy that could really, really run. You had a guy that could throw. Now they're all packaged into one, and it's just, man, it's a headache.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. Here's Xavier Robinson. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
They come to the line of scrimmage full of guts, passing on the field, trying to rumble in. Touchdown Sooners!
Ain't right up the middle, so I had to try something else. Damn. You tackle
I
kicking
know this
ass.
offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who would be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup problem
Then they got to
for
stop.
opposing defenses.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Underwood.
Oh,
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
that's
With the
tough.
catch, it's Marshall. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Looking for an open area to his left.
Oh,
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And I know that play broke down. That is one the offense, I think, would like to have back because you practice these type of scramble situations all week long. Quarterback this time flush to his left. These receivers have to break their routes off and work with the QB to try to give him a place to go with the football. And that time just not able to give the QB anywhere to throw it.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down.
thank you.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Hey,
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Let's see what he can do with it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They're dealing with a second and long.
What kind of throw was that? What? It was a green. That was green. Perfect thing.
Tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception? Big momentum swing.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. finds this big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for the score.
I couldn't see it. Yeah, that was a good
for the score and let it
I couldn't
fall to
see
the
that.
turf. It'll be third down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Underwood in the gun on third down.
Oh, wow. Come on. Man, he's looking right at it.
Touchdown, Michigan. Oh, even up after that one. Basically ran the game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense, back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Pocket breaking down. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
Using the quick game. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important...
Wide open spaces. The 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Underwood on the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Throwing, Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Buchanan. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Underwood from the gun on third down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Might have a chance. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got it. First and 10 at the 42. To the air. It's Mateer. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, these guys are trying to score every time they throw the ball.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
And And I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's a sack, and what a stop from this defense to turn it over on downs. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The give to the lone running back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with Oregon taking on the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And it's the Ducks looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. They go to the wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Sategna. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got him. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. The Sooners will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A low-line drive and not his best work. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds.
He had a great block and everything.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack.
Oh, yeah.
Give to the single back. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
The thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Here's Underwood to throw. Makes the grab. It's Marsh.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Gets it to him on the screen. Trying to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense...
Good call, good call, good call, good call, good call. Good job.
Wolverine.
Okay.
And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Like the motherfucker.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Going to the ground. Powers through the defender. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the...
There's a crease. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Sategna. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Under fire. Breaks loose. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And that that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
To the air on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. The gun wants to pass. Rushes on him. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers the ones that do most
momentum will kick your ass out
every time.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Shadow of the goalpost looming. 1st and 10 from their own one, just looking for breathing room. Underwood. Got it in the middle. It's Marsh. Could not make his way to the corner. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Hines is back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off, and what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
He'll do it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal.
Oh, I didn't mean to throw there. 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 I didn't mean to throw there.
And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the deck. Tie game, 4th quarter. You get it in the red zone, and then to have a mistake like that is devastating.
Oh, this quarterback is the leader of this team. He's expected to make better decisions than that. You just cannot have your leader and your quarterback go out and be careless with the football, with the game on the line late in that kind of situation.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down.
Got a little press. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score
they've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marsh. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got his man. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the tailback. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Third and 6 yards to go. Might be calling a hot route. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Fires left. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Maybe some room here. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
No way! No. Okay.
Play in a tie game. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so at the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise, you can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Quarterback making checks. Throwing, Underwood. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Buchanan. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Right on the money. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the 1st down marker.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job. Forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for offense to go out and win this ball game.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. It's caught. There he goes. Really putting together a threat now.
I'm surprised he got it off.
They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be
the tackle always puts the guy right into the down play.
When he gets in space,
so it got to be like an angle screen, or that should be dead.
By the QB.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Maybe a crease. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their 2nd. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Robinson. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
I ain't just stopped.
Here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Setting up for the PAT, and when he gets this late, every point matters. The extra point
I was throwing these hits anyway, so it didn't matter. I kept throwing it to him. But yeah, it ain't like I tried to get it. Yeah. Nah, yeah, we were just trading picks for like 2 minutes.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Here's Underwood to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
They get to him as he
Why did he move? I put him right there.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down.
Makes the grab in their space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
The QB did a great job hanging in the pocket, showing great toughness. But I'll tell you this, that offensive coordinator ain't happy. He doesn't want to see those hits continue to pile up on his QB.
Underwood unleashes one deep.
Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. This Satan's just ridiculous, bro. What the fuck is that?
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken to this quarterback.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Hunt is on its way. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. Play fake, Underwood. A shot toward the end zone. He runs this back, this game's over. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win.
That was yeah, he ain't got that all.
To settle this one, we're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Quick completion to the right. Turning it on. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And that shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Trying to run, it's Robinson. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
I said, nah, yeah, but I didn't see me fuck up the game.
Here in OT. Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it.
You did, man.
Game-winning touchdown in overtime.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot?